Greetings, everyone. Tarot from the Divine here with your monthly, what's coming up for the month, what you might be encountering during the month of July. So, happy July, everyone. And let's see what we've got going on. So, the first thing we're going to do is get the situations. So something about keeping you a secret. So there could be a third-party situation going on here. Or someone's keeping someone a secret. Then we have setting the record straight. Someone's in their feels. Check yourself. And I always get that, check yourself before you wreck yourself. So I don't know, we'll see what it means later. And okay, we've got two. Knowing they fucked up. Then another one came out, doing drugs. But I'm only going to take the 5. So we're not going to do the doing drugs, but we know that's there. And then on the bottom of the deck is divorce and breaking contract. So let's see what's in store for that, right? So I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you for listening to my readings. I do appreciate it. Thank you for all the likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. Please make sure to share, and remember to only take anything that resonates. Leave everything else. What about this keeping you a secret? Alright, we've got the Knight of Coins in the reverse. So in the upright, it's incoming money or incoming message of money, or someone who wants to, develop the working side of their life. In the reverse, it's someone that doesn't have any inspiration. They're not good with money. They might be, they might spend it too freely. It's a young energy. Could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Earth sign. Doesn't have to be. And then we have the Two of Swords, which is a decision that needs to be made, but you're not able to make the decision because it's a blind decision. You don't know which way to go. And that would go with keeping you a secret. They don't know whether to reveal the secret or whether to continue to keep the secret. What else? Right down on the floor. It's the Hierophant, which is teachers, lessons learned, something working behind the scenes, some sort of a stronger power. It could be unity or marriage, education. It's a Taurus influence. And make the most of your gifts. So there's a lesson to be learned from this situation. or someone's doing something to teach someone else a lesson. Only take it if it resonates. And then we have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands in the traditional tarot is, you know, a happy home, structure and stability. So here it's, you know, you're walking with others towards a common goal or a common purpose, and you're trying to build structure and stability, all while keeping a secret. Anything else for this one? The Wheel of Fortune, which is abundance, faith, opportunity. You have to surrender. You're going to need to surrender to fate. It's Jupiter influence. You could have luck on your side. But you still have to make a decision. Okay, what about setting the record straight? What are we setting the record straight on or about? And the Queen of Swords wanted to pop out. That's removing people and things that are not necessary in your life. Let's see if she comes back out. My thumb all of a sudden went into a spasm. Ouch. All right, so we have Strength in the reverse. So someone doesn't feel like they have the strength to do something. They are feeling, possibly from keeping this secret, they may feel like they don't have the strength to do this setting the record straight. They still want to keep the secret. Page of Coins in the reverse. This is going to delay a financial, a new financial something, a new financial opportunity, possibly a job. If you're not able to do, you know, to make the decision, then things are going to go into a delayed status. And Page is about, you know, adventure and possibility. Could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But fate will cause everything to pause until this decision is made and someone doesn't feel strong enough to do it. We've got the Death card in the reverse. In the upright, it's the ending and a beginning of a new cycle. It's still the ending and a beginning of a new cycle, but you're unable to let go of the past or accept something. So it's going to be more painful, you know, and it's a fated event. Whatever this is. What else? Okay, so either way, you know, whether you're strong enough to do it or not, a decision is going to have to be made. and fate will make the decision. And then when the death card comes into play, um, it's going to happen with or without your input. So if you make the decision and go ahead and do this and set the record straight, allow the light to shine on the truth, because right now the strength card is the sun. It's not necessarily the sun. We have the sun for that, but strength is, you have the inner control, the inner ability to do this, and you don't want to. And so if you want to delay it, then the fate card is going to step in, make the decision for you. You're going to have this death. So the situation's going to end one way or the other. And if you make the decision to set this record straight, then you will be able to accept what happens, or accept the past, or accept the consequences, or accept whatever. If you don't make the decision and the fate card has to do it for you, then you're going to have a much more difficult time. Whoever you are, or whoever this person is. And collective, remember, a lot of this is not necessarily you. It's the energies around you. So perhaps you, as collective, are in this third party arrangement. Perhaps you don't know. Perhaps they are keeping you a secret from you. They're keeping this whole situation a secret from you, and they're keeping it a secret from the other party, and they're trying to keep you separate. But fate's going to step in, and then, someone's going to have a hard time accepting. And this person, whoever's keeping the secret, is the one that doesn't feel strong enough to deal with this. They got into it and all of that, but now, everything's coming to a head, and they don't know what to do. Anything else on that one before I move on? Here it is, the sun. Someone doesn't want it to be illuminated. They want to keep it a secret. The sun is in the reverse. They don't want the truth to come out. They want to keep it the way it is. Now, see, I did a reading like this. What did I do that for? I did that for... Was that the Tuesday tea? Or was that just a general reading? Anyway, it said avoidance won't help. And this is still, this is very similar to that reading. Someone's wanting to avoid making a decision, and they want to just keep everything as status quo. And fate's going to step in, and it's going to be an ending and a new beginning. They're not going to be able to accept it. They want to keep it in the dark. They just want everything to continue as the same. So in their fields, we have the King of Cups. So this could be a father figure or an uncle or something like that. They could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Someone that has their emotions under control. They are they've got their They're able to give advice. And then we have the Five of Wands, which is a challenge. Stand up for yourself. So someone's in their feels about this situation. And I don't know if it's this King of Cups, or you might be the King of Cups. And someone's challenging you, or there's a challenge of some sort. Someone's going to have to stand up for themselves. And Wands is the passions. And Five is instability and conflict. But yeah, someone is, someone's in their feels about this situation, and they may be coming to you, maybe either trying to drag you into the situation, they're trying to involve you somehow, or they need to stand up for themselves. Can we clarify? But the King of Cups in the upright, I feel like that's you, collective. But this Five of Wands, I feel like that's somebody else maybe trying to pass something off onto you. Got the Seven of Coins, which is hard work. Harvest is getting ready to harvest whatever they've done materially. Seven is about self-reflection and knowledge. So whatever they've been trying to do materially, it's getting ready to harvest. So this Five of Wands, someone could be coming to try to take this away. And this could be you as well. The Seven of Coins with the King of Cups. You know, you've got your emotions in check. You're doing a good, you're planting a good material or financial, you're building a good financial platform or a portfolio, something like that. And this could also be you. You could also have to stand up for yourself. Someone could be coming to try and take it away, because they're in their feels. Could be one of these people in this three-party situation, and they feel like you owe them something. You know, possibly a sense of entitlement. What else do we have here? So we've got the Hanging Dragon, which is patience, getting a new perspective on things, suspended activities. So you may just say, you know, slow down. You may just put a stop to everything until this gets sorted out. Because they may be coming to you trying to get you involved and muddy up the waters, and you will see through it. And you'll just put a stop to it. You'll put everything on hold and say, hey, you know, check back with me when you get this figured out. Okay, what about this check yourself? We've got the Tower. And the Five of Cups in the reverse. So now we have the Death, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Tower. And the Tower's in the upright. Yeah, something's going to get torn down. and this person isn't ready for it. They don't want to face it. So, it's gonna destroy them if they don't get it together. It's going to destroy them, and they're going to have to start over. They don't want to. And then we've got the Five of Cups in the reverse, but there will be emotional healing. They'll find a new strength. They've got to get their emotions in check, though. But the Five is still instability and conflict, so getting their emotions in check or having emotional healing may mean that they have to check into a facility, either a mental health facility or a rehab or something like that, which the doing drugs could be an underlying factor. I didn't bring that card out, but it could be an underlying factor. And yeah, this is all going to come to a head and blow up on them. What else? So yeah, this person's running around in a panic because they know that the end, it's coming to an end, and they don't know what to do, and they don't want to be embarrassed is what I'm getting. They don't, yeah, they feel ashamed. And so they're trying to prolong it, and it's just not working, and that's all I'm getting for that one. So what about the knowing they fucked up? That's not me, that's on the card. You can see that. So knowing they fucked up. We've got the Ten of Cups in the reverse, so either they have everything they need, or they're not reaching emotional satisfaction. They're striving for more once they've already achieved emotional satisfaction, and there's not going to get any more, because when you hit the 10, you've hit the maximum, and then it's time to branch out and do something different or change it up, and maybe not break away from it completely, but change it up and do something in a different direction, And then we have the Seven of Swords. This could be, I usually see it as the Thief card. And Swords is an air sign, so it could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Self-reflection and knowledge, so they're reflecting on themselves, and they know that they messed up, and they've only stolen from themselves, really. I mean, they've stolen stuff probably from others by stealing their emotions and stealing their love and stealing the relationship, but in reality, in the end, they are really just stealing from themselves. And then we have the King of Coins in the reverse. In the upright, this is a very ethical, mature, wise, financially sound person, male energy. In the reverse, they're unethical, they're corrupt, they're greedy. They could be lying, stealing, and that goes with the Seven of Swords with the Thief. What else? Ooh. Favorite when they flip out onto the floor. Seven of Cups in the reverse. in the upright, even, there's a lot of options. There could be some illusion in there, but it's options, and you have to choose carefully. In the reverse, the options are all mixed up. They're all dumped out of the cup, and it's just in there in one big old pile on the floor, and now you gotta pick through it and figure it out. And someone could have their head in the clouds, and it's illusion, and they're trying to, I guess, make the best of it, or they're casting illusions, trying to deflect the situation. They know they messed up. They know it. And so now they're trying to cast illusions so that you don't see that how much they've messed up. Anything else on that one before we move on? Okay. The Magician in the reverse. So yeah, their illusions are going to be revealed. Manifestations are not going to work. They're not able to manifest their desires any longer because of the Tower and the Wheel of Fortune and the Death card. This is Mercury influence. So yeah, everything's just, their illusions are going to be found out. Then on the bottom of this deck, we have the Ace of Swords, which is the truth. Breakthrough, success, beginnings. So it could be a new beginning, new opportunity, but the truth will come out. So let's look at this. So this is a different oracle deck. This is the What Lies Beneath oracle deck. And then this is the Yin and Yang oracle. So what about this keeping you a secret? We've got a spark of renewal. New life, fresh starts, rejuvenation, healing after crisis, sacral chakra. So somebody wants to maybe run away and get a new start. And they're trying to decide which one they want to run away with, get a new start, and leave the other one high and dry. Family, foundation. Yeah, they're saying that they want a commitment, they want a home and a marriage and security, and they may actually have a family with one or both. And they're telling both of them that. Making promises they can't keep. Okay, what about the second, setting the record straight? Stability, flow, trying to balance, juggling, uncertainty, stressful choices, and chaos. And that's what's happening. Yeah, this is where the Death card is. This is where the Strength and the Sun. Yeah, they're in chaos right now. Stability is, they don't have any. The flow is messed up. External party situations that came out. So yeah, there's a third party situation. Karmic partner, friends, family, work, other people, obligations. So yeah, this could be a karmic partner. Um, and if they're a karmic partner, then they're trying to mess you up. They are doing everything they can to mess you up because they're a karmic, and it's to teach you a lesson. That's what karmics are for, by the way, in case you guys didn't know. Karmics are in our lives to teach us lessons. They're not here just to mess it up for fun, although it is fun for them. A lot of them enjoy it. But they are here to teach us lessons. And if we don't learn the lessons, then they keep showing up again and again and again in different forms and different areas of our life until we learn the lesson, learn to recognize it, get rid of them, and move on. What about in their fields? Letting go. Again, we have the Death card. Endings, resilience, transformation, and power. So someone is in their feels about letting go. You know, it could be this King of Cups, but I honestly have the feeling that that's you, collective. And this is someone else that's in their feels. And they're trying to drag you into it. And they don't want to let go. And it could be you, you know. It could be a woman. You know, this could be a female energy and two males. It could be a male energy, two females. It could be all males or all females. It doesn't matter. To the tarot, it doesn't matter. It's all energy. So, you know, you could be part of the three-party situation and you don't even know it, and you have to stand up for yourself. And, you know, you have to follow the hangman and put everything on hold and just be patient and wait it out. And don't feed into their hysteria and their drama. You wait it out and make the choice. Make them be revealed. And use it to your advantage. What else about in their fields? Anything? Okay. What about check yourself? Cold control. Silent, observing, hiding feelings, secretive, blocking emotions, and wearing a mask. So it's the Tower. Yeah, they're trying to control everything, control their feelings, control the Tower, control the whole situation, and they're wearing a mask. And inside, they are falling apart. But on the outside, they're trying not to show anything. They're trying to show that everything's fine. Oh, don't mind all that going on over there. I got that under control. That's not as bad as it looks. Apology and forgiveness. Guilt, wants to speak their heart, compassion, emotional confession. They may want to, but in that situation I don't see, or they may come with an apology and a confession and hoping that you will forgive them and take them back. That's up to you, you know. But remember, if they are a karmic and you take them back, they are going to turn around and do it again. 100% guaranteed. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. They will. What about this knowing they messed up? Decisions, contemplation between two people or two paths, to stay or to go. And that's what I said back here. I can't make this up, y'all. So they've got to decide, probably not only between two people, but between two paths. Which way are they going to go? Are they going to decide between two people and stay with one of them? Or are they going to decide between two people and choose themselves to go down a different path? What are they going to do? Anything else? Let's go through it one more time. Masculine energy. Yang. Logical, confident, assertive, protective, wounded, controlling, aggressive, and egoic. So it's a masculine energy. It can still be a female in masculine energy. But yeah, they know they have to make a decision. And then on the bottom of the card is nurture, protective, compassion, love, sincere feelings, wants to take care of you. Well, that might be what they want, but if they're a karmic, it won't last long. So let's see here. Let's see what angel numbers we're going to have for the month. See, you might be seeing these numbers. Just pay attention, see if you start seeing them. Oh, I am so bad at shuffling cards sometimes. So that's why we're going to do this. We're going to pull 3. So the first one is going to be, oops, they're upside down. First one is going to be 3388, so you may be seeing 3s and 8s. Make persistent efforts. Accumulation, improvement, abundance, prosperity. The angels say to you, keep going. Elevate your energy and the focus of your thoughts and feelings. Adjust your perspective based on the knowledge that you are one with God, with everyone, and with all things. You might be seeing 2s and 9s. A stunning reversal. Confidence, divine guardianship, transformation, and strength. If you have recently faced a loss of job, love, etc., expect it to be replaced shortly, and you doubt whether God has forgotten you. No need to worry. Feel that the energy of your life right now is forward going. You didn't have recent losses because you were being punished, but the universe is preparing new things for you. So when you look at it in the context of, you know, here's the Wheel of Fortune and the Death card and the Tower card, and, you know, the Sun's in the reverse, and Strength is in the reverse, and everything's fallen apart. Well, the universe is preparing you for something different, something better. But in order to do that, it's got to remove all this other crap. So if you look at it that way, there's always a new beginning. After every ending, there's always a new beginning. And it's what you take with that new beginning and do with it. And then you might be seeing 2s and 3s. So here we have 2, 2, and 2, 2, and 3, 3, and 3, 3. So 2s and 3s are going to be dominant, 8s and 9s not so much. But you may still see them. Auspicious person. Attention, protection, companionship. They are the co-creators of your new book, telling you that they share your excitement and know that everything is going well for you. The angels can see that your future is full of the happiness you are pursuing. Enjoy this new stage of your life. So what that's telling me is something or someone is going to come into your life that is going to make a change. However, remember, someone says that they are one of these says that they want to come in and they want to apologize and they want forgiveness, and they're going to want you to take them back. And if they're a karmic, that could prevent this from happening. Could prevent someone coming in that can actually help you, that actually wants to help you, that is, in it for your good. They're looking out for you. So just keep that in mind. So anyway, that's your reading for July. Thank you so much for being here. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Share with your friends and family, especially if it resonates with you, for them. Only take what resonates. Don't try to make any of this fit. But if it resonates, and there's a message in here for you. So, hey, until next time, have a great day.